Gab. I am Dr. Jones, and I'm here today. In the middle chair, we have
Gabby Johnson
and
Melissa Tenzer.
And again, this is the Gab. Welcome. This is the Gab Real Talk, Real Insight. So we want you to go on your Facebook streaming page. We want you to like, and we want you to tell somebody about it. All right. And just be a part of the conversation. We look forward to answering anything that you might ask, and we'll get back to you really quickly. Okay. So February, ladies, is a fantastic month and is full of lots of things to celebrate, okay? But I just want to give a notice to three. It's Black History Month. And so, you know, they said it's Black History Month, but Black history is really a lifetime, all right? And so it's a mindset and a map for everything the Black race has and hope to achieve. So we want to salute today, the Gab want to salute today, doctors, lawyers, scientists, astronauts, African-American artists, entertainers, scientists, and everyone who have paved the way for now and future generations. So we salute you on the Gab, heart surgeons, everyone, we salute you today. And talk about heart. Did you guys know that it's National Heart Health Month?
I sure did. The whole month of February. I wore red for the American heart because it's a leading disease in women, which a lot of people do know, but it's February and it's American Heart Month. So, I mean, you really don't know that these things are happening in women, but it is the leading cause of death in women. So we celebrate women, and we have to get those checkups and be mindful that our bodies are so important, and we need to have them as our temple and really take care of ourselves as women. And it's Valentine's Day, as we said, so we're so excited about that and celebrating everything love.
Yes, everything love. But let me, Gabby, before we move on to love, is there any tip you'd like to give for those who are saying, oh, you know, Heart Health Month, I've heard it all before, high blood pressure is the leading cause of cardiovascular health. So is there any tips you want to give to help somebody say, you could do this, take care of your heart?
Absolutely. You can always go outside for a little walk. Breathe in, breathe out, take some oxygen in, let your body relax. That will move the circulation. It will pump your heart, and you'll be all good to go.
Good to go. Get out there, walk, drink water, exercise, take care of your heart. It's the only heart you have.
Right, yes.
So talk about heart. We are in our love month.
Woo!
How
Absolutely.
Exciting it is.
It is exciting.
It is exciting. Do you think that Valentine's Day is more for men or women?
Oh,
that's a tricky question.
question.
I think Valentine's is for everybody, whether it's a woman or whether it's Galentines and you're getting together with your friends because you don't have a loved one, or for women and men all together. But the question is, do we expect gifts as we talk about Valentine's Day? Some people say it's too commercialized and I'm good to my spouse or my partner all of the time. Why is Valentine's so important to get flowers or to get candy? What do we think of that?
I don't know. What I think about is that it's really good for the economy.
Right.
Yeah. Because
so it's commercialized in that way.
Absolutely. Because if you look at the stats, the Americans spend $21.8 billion on gift during Valentine's. And that is the stat from last year. It's 20% down from the year before. So because of COVID and everything,
Pandemic,
it was less gift giving. Yeah. But this is the time where the flowers and the chocolatier are really going from, you know, that upper hand in their book. So for that, I think that economically, it's a great moment to celebrate.
I think so. Even if you celebrate every day, I think it's important on that day to at least recognize whether it's a card or a gift or even just saying I love you to the people in your life that are important.
It's a big day for industries. It's a big day for sales. Do you know that they sell like 250 million roses? Are produced for Valentine's Day. So I think a lot of people think I'll save up and celebrate on Valentine's Day.
Roses are expensive, exactly, and that may be a part of it too.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Do you guys think? Do you like flowers or perfume or chocolate? What is your favorite gift?
I definitely like either jewelry or chocolates.
she said jewelry.
Jewelry. I had to have the jewelry. And even if it's something from my daughter that's sweet and that's a little heart that says mom, all of those things are so important to feel appreciated. But I'm really a person that likes cards. I mean, I think even if you just give someone a card, it makes them feel so special.
And that's what you just bring a topics right there is the kid. What are the kid into your Valentines? How do you incorporate the kids into your Valentine?
They are not. They are not incorporated into my Valentines, you know.
Even when they were little?
When they were little, we did the thing where we send the cards to school.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot of work, right? We put the little hearts on it, and we have some Valentine cupcakes here.
There's some beautiful cupcakes.
So these are some great cupcakes.
So, we send cupcakes to school. We send the little heart stickers in shapes and to each friend in the classroom, and that was it. We didn't have like, you're not coming home and like have a Valentine's party. You had one at school.
Exactly. And when we talk about chocolates, we think chocolates are, I'm somebody that's a chocoholic. I love it more than anything. And Cadbury is the first person that started the heart of chocolate. So, the Cadbury did it. It was like in the 18th century, which was amazing. And from then they did the first box that, again, the tradition continues for all the other chocolate companies to jump on the bandwagon. And that's like my favorite thing is a box of chocolates. My daughter's always recognized on that day, whether it's a card or whether it's a chocolate. She just loves Valentine's Day. And this year she has a Valentine. So we're excited about that. She has a boyfriend this year. So we'll see where that goes.
Is it more, see, that's the beginning question. Is it more for a woman than a man? Because my boys don't care about cards and chocolate and all of that. So, and your daughter likes that stuff, right? So
she does.
So that's a question though. Is it more for the man or the woman?
I think the expectation is that men give the women gifts, but I've always given a card or chocolates or something back. Matter of fact, this year I had something when I went to the chocolate store that was for the Super Bowl.
I bring the Valentine's love box, mailbox, and it's on the counter, the kitchen counter, and it has a little notepad, and everybody in the family can write little love notes to each other.
I think that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
So
what a great tradition.
How old are you? How old is your kid? And how long?
20.
Oh, he's 20. And so
he still loves that? Don't tell anybody he's still doing this, right?
Okay. All right. Mum's the word. Mum's the word. Okay. So let's talk about office romances.
Oh my God. Yes. Please.
So you're at the office.
Yes.
And you see this big bouquet comes in for your coworker. Are you giving her the side eye? How do you feel about that? Is that good? Or are you like, oh, they're in love? How do you feel about that?
I love. I work with all women in the office, and there's probably about 15 of us. A lot of times they're part-time, but we do cupcakes for each other. Like, matter of fact, I brought cupcakes for all of you today, and pretzels. I do the same for them. We don't typically have things delivered. I think that they'll get it when they get home that particular evening, and it's off. It's not till Monday. So on a Monday to get flowers delivered to the office is unusual.
And I personally think it's wrong.
Do you?
Yes.
You think it's wrong because other people feel bad about it?
Because not everybody is into a relationship. Right. You might be breaking up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You might come out of a divorce, and then you have your colleague receiving that big, huge flower thing. And you're like, what about me?
Oh, I think the opposite. I am so happy for them when they get that, because I want everybody to be happy in life. And even if I'm not, but even if I'm not.
If you bring cupcakes for everybody.
Yeah, I'm sort of about everyone.
Versus receiving.
I'd be happy.
Oh man, that is not. I mean, listen,
I'm all about women empowering women. I want them to get it.
Yeah, if she's getting the flowers, I'm excited.
So am I.
There's others though. I've seen it because I've worked in that environment where one gets the flower and be like, oh, such and such got flowers, But then,
they call their boyfriend man on the phone, like where have you been today?
You are allowed to send flowers to the job. So it's like, I think it's okay. I think it's cute. It's cute. Just don't send them every day, but once a year is fine. So to those single and divorcee, and celebrate, because your turn will come again, right? Don't you think so?
I do think so.
Yeah,
I absolutely think that's the way it should go. So I'm happy for people.
Yeah, me too. How about the singles? What do you have to say to them when they're like, oh, one more year alone, how can I make myself feel better? Talk about Valentines.
Valentine.
Yes.
So, it started on the sitcom, you guys know, probably Parks and Recreation. So it was Valentine's, and it started out as a joke, and it was probably 2010. And since then it's taken off. And it's funny because this Friday I'm going out with my girlfriends for Valentine's. And at first I thought, wow, it's a Friday night. I am going to New York with my boyfriend Saturday, but I'm going to carve out that time for those friendships because some of my friends are single. We love to get together, and it's a core group of people that I've seen all through the pandemic. And this morning when I was driving to work, I said, yes, I'll be there for the dinner for Valentine's Day. Let's make sure we share our stories. And I will bring each person a small little token of appreciation, not a big gift, but either a little bracelet or something, because I've been friends with these ladies for so long, and we'll just celebrate each other. So I think if you're single, or if you're divorced, or if you're a widow, other people should come and make sure that they say, I love you. It's a time to say, I love you. You should say it throughout the whole year, but everybody doesn't do that. But this is the time to really remind people that you're in their court and that you have their back and that you love everything about them. And if you only say it one day a year, that's okay, as long as you say it. So I think it's time to celebrate each other, no matter who you are.
And I think you should celebrate yourself. If you don't have that core girlfriends that you hang out with, celebrate yourself. Get yourself. Who likes a little red lipstick? Put on some red lipstick, the little black dress, and then you take yourself out to dinner and you just love on you, get something new, something cute, and just enjoy yourself.
So what do you say to people that say, oh my God, I can't hear anything anymore about Valentine's Day? I dislike it. I want to hide under my blanket. I don't want to talk to anybody that day.
Once you start feeling like that, you just have to embrace it. And once you embrace it with a positive mindset, you'll be like, oh, I could get through this, But once you start rubbing against the grain and fighting against it, that's when it gets worse. Things get bigger. You start imagining it and it starts getting bigger and starts rolling, snowballing. But if you embrace it and say, you know what, love is beautiful. People are entitled to love. I will get love someday. And you just embrace it. I think your view will be different about it.
I think
so. Is a lot of percentage of people that don't celebrate Valentine. Okay.
But there's a lot that don't celebrate Christmas either.
Right. I think too, I think it's commercialized with the restaurants. Yes. So years ago, I used to go out earlier in a restaurant, but now you go in and it's like, it's a 5-course meal. So no matter what, you have to get reservations months in advance. You have to know what you're going to be doing, and it's a 5-course meal. So I'm not into doing that. When I go to New York City, we're going to do a lunch. We probably have a dinner later, but I don't want to go to a restaurant where I'm there for 3 or 4 hours and it has to be planned so far in advance. So that's the part I think that has become commercialized, that the restaurants, they're great, it's wonderful, but how do you even get in there? You're going to spend the whole night eating and not really celebrating that person. So that's a difficult choice for me.
So somebody told me the other day, and I think it was you. Maybe because you said, you remember when we wanted to go out on a Monday night and we couldn't find a restaurant open.
Yes.
And then you say, oh yeah, they're going to open on Monday night for Valentine's, even the ones that are closed. I think
yes, it was me that said that.
So
I won't be there though.
Yeah, you won't be there.
I'll make a good dinner for my daughter.
That is like New Year's. It's like crazy.
Right. It's like New Year's Eve. It's a little over exaggerated in the restaurants. And if you're home just enjoying with your family, that's just as happy as being out. So I love eating out more than anyone. You guys know I love my restaurants.
So what would you say, like, if I am single, I dislike Valentine's, how would I set up a little celebration for myself?
I had a video I wanted to show today. I don't know if it came through, where I did a picnic. So you have your picnic, you put on your good dress. I had a gown on, your glasses, and you just have your little things you like. You have wine, whatever. I think George has it, and maybe he'll show it to us in a few minutes.
Oh, that would be great.
You just enjoy yourself. You put it up, and you just
even going to the spa or doing something that you don't normally do for yourself. Get a manicure, get a pedicure, do something that you typically don't do for yourself to celebrate you. And the self-care. Sometimes it's okay to stay home and not drink or not do anything. Just be in the moment and enjoy yourself, self-care. But definitely a spa, if you can get in there the weekend before or the weekend after to do a little something for yourself. It'd be a beautiful thing.
Awesome. We have some videos. George, can you roll the videos for us? Let's see.
It's almost Valentine's Day, February 14th, and it's all about love and chocolates. Whether you're celebrating with a partner or it's Galentine's Day, the new term that was coined in 2010, we're here at David Bradley's Chocolates. They have delicious chocolates here and fruits, and they have a warehouse, and we're going to go on a tour today. So follow me. We have chocolate-covered cherries here, hot off the press. We have milk chocolate, we have dark chocolate, whatever your choice is. There's also white chocolate that's not really a chocolate, as a little tidbit there. So let's go and see who else is making beautiful chocolates here. One of my favorites is chocolate-covered pretzels. Look at that. Do we have milk chocolate there or dark chocolate?
We have milk chocolate.
That looks delicious. Demand by demand, is that one of the top items
It
that
is,
goes out of the store?
It is. We do quite a few, anywhere from 5 to 6 containers a day.
That's amazing.
Pretty huge, yeah.
So good. Great work.
Thank you.
And then we have, oh, my favorite fruit, chocolate-covered fruit. That looks amazing. What do we have, pineapple there?
Yes.
Pineapple, what else?
Pineapple, grapes, and I'm just going to do some oranges.
Grapes and oranges, that's great. You never think of oranges, but I've had them in fruit here and they're delicious. Those
They
my
are very
favorite.
good, yes.
They stay longer than all the other fruit too. I feel like the oranges have great consistency and they last longer than every other fruit, which I love. See, I'm an expert now. I'm a chocolate person. At David Bradley, they have some really great items. This is a cupcake smash box, which is really great. Inside, there's nonpareils, chocolate-covered pretzels, so there's a lot of goodness, and it's fun to do. We also have an edible part, pure milk chocolate on the back, as well as candies on the inside, and a really great selection as well. And there's something for everyone, for the kids. Rice Krispie treats that say, I love you. So shop with David Bradley. It's so much fun. Hi guys, thank you Melissa for that wonderful video. You look amazing. And ladies, if you're single and you hate Valentine's Day, go get some chocolate. Chocolate always lifts the mood. And we're so happy to talk about Valentine's Day. What are you going to do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, I'm gonna sing "Love is in the air, love is in the air," or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I'll have my champagne.
You'll definitely
Gabby
have a
has
great
champagne
time.
and she's going to sing. What are you going to do?
I am going to go to New York City and walk through Central Park. The weather's going to be great. And I'm going to eat these cupcakes for the rest of the time so that I'll work it off when I go to Central Park in New York to be able to enjoy my time in Valentine's Day in a casual way. No big reservations, just enjoying the city itself.
That's nice. I'm going to just be home, going to celebrate with my hubby, and
Great.
we're going to get into whatever we get into.
That's
and it's going to be all fun.
relaxing and beautiful.
Listen, this was a wonderful segment on Valentine's Day. I want to tell you something big is coming up. Gabby and Melissa, myself, Gabby's going to introduce the big reveal. I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Yes, the new
Yes,
station.
Yes. Gabby,
And we have our
woo-hoo.
friend Peter Crowley here.
Gabby's going to do the big reveal, and Peter is here. And before we get into that, we still have a few minutes before we get into the big reveal. Peter, what are you going to do for Valentine's Day? But before you answer that, is Valentine's Day more for men or for women? A male perspective.
Let's
That's a
hear it,
very
Peter.
good question, Joan. I would say it's probably more for women.
Tell us
Because my
why.
wife would kill me if I said it was more for men.
Exactly, and she's
Very
watching.
simple, very
I'm sure
simple.
she's
Well,
watching.
I think it's a chance for I got to sort of remind his woman how great she is, and put her on that little pedestal,
Yeah.
and give it her day, make it her day, make it things you haven't done normally. Keeping it clean, but make it things you haven't done lately, and
Right.
just let her know how much she's appreciated.
What are your plans, Peter, for Valentine's Day?
My plans are to find a nice place for dinner. Which We're
Okay,
gonna go out.
better get on that.
I know we do. We actually have a place
Time is
that
of
we
the
have in
essence.
Philadelphia. We already made a reservation,
Oh, nice.
Great.
and then drive back home with a bottle of champagne, and we'll see what happens.
That sounds
I
relaxing.
want to know, as a male, as a man, what do you think the best gift is to give your wife or a woman that a woman would love? What's
I
your
would say
idea?
diamonds. I'm sorry.
I'm with
I would say diamonds.
I said jewelry. I didn't quite say diamonds, but I did say jewelry.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Girl's
That's the
best
old
friend.
one. I would think diamonds aren't really able to be given by everybody. I think just giving something special.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a big gift. Doesn't have to be something that you buy per se. Just something that's special that's between you and your partner or your girlfriend or whatever happens to be.
Well
wife.
thought out. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Something
Has to be
is-
something that
time into.
resonates with them.
Yeah, and so she understands
You know
it
her.
means something. and you
Right.
know
It means
her.
something,
They
and you know her.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And this is my last question to you. You worked in a corporate office, right? A bank?
Yes, yes.
So someone's
Moons ago.
getting moons ago, but you still remember. Someone's
do.
getting this big bouquet coming through the bank and celebrating. What are your thoughts on that? Gabby didn't like it. Melissa said it's okay.
Well, I'll give you a funny thought. So years and years ago, when my wife was working at a large corporation, I would send her flowers every week.
Every week?
Every week.
Wow.
And
what a great
people
guy,
thought
Peter.
she must have caught me doing something wrong. They just said, "What the hell did you catch
How
him
could
doing?"
he be this good
He
of a
sent
guy?
him flowers every week, and didn't catch you doing anything wrong. But I like sending him flowers. The question is, what would I think?
Yeah.
I just think that's a young lady who really has somebody who's special, and that somebody's really making a note about it.
Oh,
That's what I
is so.
think.
That's,
You'd be happy for her then, right?
I
and
would.
you think the other people in the office
I
probably would embrace that
I would
as well?
think it's something special. I would think that particular young lady has to feel really good about those flowers coming in.
What about the other women that's like single, like Gabby said, or the divorcee, or somebody who frowns upon Valentine's Day? Do you see those looks, like those side eyes?
Well, maybe that
No.
individual could think back to when they had a particular time that was fun
Right.
to get flowers,
And they will be happy
and they
again.
will be happy again.
They will be happy
Absolutely
again.
right. And they can think of what that day is going to be like.
Oh, that's great advice, guys.
That's a great answer.
Great answer. Any last words for Valentine's Day to cheer somebody up, or to just,
I think just
somebody in the mood?
enjoy whoever you're with, whatever you're
Yep.
doing. It doesn't have to be big. Just, be happy with yourself and know that, there'll be a time in your life where you're happy as well. If you're not happy that year, it's COVID. Everybody's stuck in the house.
Yeah.
People are having depression and not feeling 100% themselves, but we're getting out of this. We're getting out of this
Let 'em know they're
pandemic, and they're
Let 'em
special
know they're
and they're
special.
loved and cherished in life and
What
What
appreciated.
about me?
Yeah.
Believe in yourself, guys. It's all start from the heart. This is the place to go and live by it.
And
Just
share some chocolates.
Chocolate is
I brought this in.
yes, chocolate.
You did. You did.
Chocolate is always fun, and if you're feeling down, and if you just like, I just dislike this time of year, go get you some chocolate. I promise you, you'll feel so much better after eating it. And now, we have our host here, Gabby, and she's going to introduce Peter. I know we talked to him, but she's going to really introduce
Officially
Peter.
introduce
Officially.
Peter.
Officially, well, welcome everybody. I don't know. Hi, everybody. We have a big segment coming our way right now, and it is the reveal of the new direction we are taking with the TV station. And today we thought it was the best to have it from Peter Crowley. And my question to you is, why did you choose to take that project with the TV?
Well, I'll tell you, it's as you may know, or as the audience may know, I was running the Chamber of Commerce, the Princeton Mercer Real Chamber of Commerce, for 12 years. Had a great time with that. Got to meet a lot of really good people, and then retired. So in January of 2020, I retired, and about a month later, I realized I couldn't stay retired. I needed to do something. And fortunately, I was on the board. 2021. I'm sorry, I retired. I was on the board of Princeton Community Television, which is a very unique asset I'll get into in a second. But I was able to look at that station and the group that were supporting it and say, there's a real strong asset that needs to be grown.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, we were able to, over a period of 2020, 2021, build a new board with some really talented individuals. We looked and said, what would be a good name for this organization? And we talked about Central New Jersey Network. CNJN. So what is CNJN? Well, first of all, it's 4 different channels that have been built into one station. So we cover 2 channels with Comcast and 2 channels with Verizon. We cover all of Mercer County, almost all of Mercer County. 55,000 households have the opportunity to see our show. And then we said, what is public television?
Mm-hmm.
Well, public television really has always been the chance for individuals, entrepreneurs, small business, and local programming to get their visibility, to get a say what they're doing.
Right.
So we sat down with a board and we said, okay, what's our next steps? Is to get a mission. Our mission is to engage, entertain, and inform the community. And we do that through public access, through individuals who do shows, arts and entertainment, arts and culture. We also are fortunate that we can go to larger environments and pick up regional and national programming. We program 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we've introduced the Gab. which was our first show. And to give the Gab a lot of credit, it was a challenging opportunity. We were still organizing. We didn't have the greatest idea what we wanted to do. And Gabby and the team came together and put this program together that is empowering women, that's giving
Very
a voice
important.
to women that I don't think is out there anywhere on a consistent basis. There are clearly opportunities, but it's something that I've always felt strongly about and is needed. I did that at the Chamber too. We built a women's conference that is today recognized as one of the best. So we then said, how do we go forward with this? Well, a lot goes into creating a television station and an organization. We had to look at our mission. We had to look at our goals. We had to look at financing. We had to look at how we went forward in creating something unique. There's no real competition in the region for what we do. We're a unique asset. There's no one else that has a television station, and there's competition out there. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Facebook,
All the podcasts.
there's streaming, all the podcasts. So we
Many.
understand that. But when you're sitting in your room and you don't have a computer on, but your television is there, you may not want to watch all these shows that, to me, reality shows are crazy. You might want to watch something that's real into you. They might want to see
your
a
community.
communicate
Your
with the
community,
region. You may want to see your neighbor's son or your neighbor's daughter who's created a small show they can put on.
Yes.
You may want to see a venue that provides opportunities to give different opinions. And we provide all of that. We are looking to expand our partnerships with a number of organizations, both educational, healthcare, corporations, small business, individuals, all that make up the community that we love and that we serve.
And also, do you want to touch upon that? Yes, we are a broadcasting platform that goes to cable TV. However, we also offer varieties of modality for producers out there to create.
We do, and we're actually talking to some of the educational groups around here about partnering with them. But if you have an individual who might be producing, who has a show they've always wanted to produce, not only will we help you produce that, we can provide you the equipment that you can rent to go do it yourself. So let's say you don't want to do it in a studio. We've got this impression of doing it in downtown Hamilton. You want to track downtown Hamilton or downtown Trenton or downtown Princeton, or you want to do it in a studio that you've created. We will work with you on all of that. And the good news is, Gabby, and I'm pretty proud of this, not only do we have the television stations, but we stream our services on Roku, on Amazon, on all the different
Keeping up
streaming
with the
services.
times,
So we have a website.
Right.
So you can go to our website and see your shows. We will put them in our library for you. And if you are the producer, that's your intellectual property. We understand that. And you have access to that. Or we can even work with companies and take snippets of what you're doing. Let's say I'm your guest on the Gab, which I am.
You are today,
I am
Peter,
today.
that's for sure.
And I say, gee, Gabby, I'd love to get a snippet of what I said because I like to put it on my own website.
Right.
We can do that for you too.
Right.
So we are what I call a full service public access television station. And again, I don't think anyone can bring to the market what we've all built.
So what happened? What happened when I don't have access on my area, on my cable? I can't see, by example, the Gab in my area for some reason. What will happen?
So that's very simple. We can look at the streaming services. You might have Roku, you might have Amazon, you might have Apple TV. And if you're not on there, you go to our website. You put in the Gab, and up pops this
group
of women
here
in front of me.
The crew.
And I can go back and look and say, gee, I was there a couple of years ago. Look how I've aged.
Yeah, wow.
I know, but it really is a unique opportunity. And our goal is to provide more venues for conversation, more venues for entrepreneurship, more venues for cultural opportunities. Think back to, you be a student back in school or in high school. I really want to produce a play. We could even do that for you, but it's such a wide variety.
There's something for everyone, because I was going to ask that question, who is the audience? But if you're saying there's all these different shows coming in, younger generation who are graduating from college that want to produce, and then you have people that are coming in that are seasoned in the area and business people, the audience is there something for everyone? Is that the philosophy, that we want the audience to be very broad when we're launching the shows and people are producing? Or is there a really channel of people that you're looking to tune in?
We're looking to bring a broader audience in. And I'll give you an example. I talked to one of our members and asked him, why do you like, at the time, Princeton Community Television, now CNJN? And he said, I'd like to get up in the morning about 6:30 and tune you on because I don't hear any I won't use the word, but what comes through in the media. I like to just sit and watch a performing arts show or watch a documentary that we put on. And that told me that we were hitting the right people with that. I think our goal, Melissa, is to broaden our audience,
I
to
agree.
broaden it to younger individuals, to broaden it to artists, to broaden it to entertainers, and to broaden it to people who say, I've done a documentary. I'd like to go have someone can see that. Or watch your son and daughter play soccer. I mean, we're really trying to do all the things that in a step fashion. This doesn't all happen tomorrow because we just launched the station today. This is the first airing of
November
that
7th.
name. And I think in a second, we're going to get a chance to talk to Tom McManaman from Stimulus Brand Communication, who has done just an
Love to
amazing
hear his
job
insight.
putting together a logo. Our
Tom's
marketing has
great.
been being done by Kristen Amato at CMA. So we've got, as this region has amazing opportunities for support. And the people who support us, they're volunteers. They've come and done things that I just don't know how to thank them for. And I mean, you ladies here, I've reached out to talk to all of you.
One more question before Dr. Joan takes another question. We are very big at the station about education. And actually, we have an example with Andrew right now, who's getting room behind the console right there on the editing room.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Andrew.
Andrew. So talk a little bit about the aspect of education and how you can become a producer even if you don't have the background.
And that's a great question. And Andrew Assetti, who is doing some of the production right now, who graduated from film school, is helping us out. And he's learning more about how to produce. The opportunity to come in, and I don't know if anyone knows our executive director, George McAuliffe, one of the most talented individuals in understanding programming and television I've ever met. And he is willing to work with any organization on training. We have a partnership we're now finalizing with an organization in Mercer County to help train their individuals. So if you say, gee, I don't know what I want to do, I'd love to try it, but what do I do? Call us. Call the station, go onto our website, cnjn.org, and just say, I'm interested in getting information. Hit it, it goes to our info at cnjn.org, and George or I will get back to you and help you set that up. We can do this for large groups. We can do it for individuals, which is, I think, the key. I'm sorry.
I say great opportunities for the youth in this area with all the colleges being really close to the station. Obviously, being on the campus of Princeton University is a plus as well. So I think you'll get a lot of young talent.
And we're very fortunate in that Ryder, TCNJ, and Mercer County Community College all have programs around communications and film and editing, and people we're talking to about increasing our partnerships.
Dr. Joan has one more question before we go to Tom.
Valentine's Day or I like Valentine's Day question.
Regular business.
Regular
Core business.
So CNJN is new and it's exciting and it's engaged, informed, entertained, and someone's saying, how can I be a part of this? If I want sponsorship, if I want to sponsor this or give, how can I do that?
Thank you for that question. It's really good. There are two ways. You can call the station and just leave a message and we'll get back to you within 24 hours, or go on to cnjn.org and there's a way to talk about sponsorships. I'll be honest, we're a 501c public access television station. We're a nonprofit. All of our funding comes from members and sponsors. So we are reaching out to all new members. Take us under your wing. Encourage us to work with you. We'd love that. And that can be an individual as a member, a corporation can join, or a nonprofit can join. That's how we bring this programming to you. And, we can do it in such a way that I think over time, people will look forward to seeing our shows. Look forward to who's on the Gab, who's going to be there, who are we going to talk to. I get to see Melissa. I get to see Gab, I get to see Joan in person. And now when you meet these ladies in the street, you'll say, hey, I saw you on the Gab.
Yes, I think we're already getting that. People are recognizing us, right? So make sure you tune in. You don't want to miss the opportunity to meet us.
So Melissa will yell at me, but a funny story, that the reason I reached out to Melissa was I was in Princeton over at the liquor Joe
Canals. Oh, that's embarrassing.
And
during COVID, I did have my mask on.
With our masks on, and Melissa's got some liquor she's going out with, and I'm going and saying, gee, Melissa, how you been? She hadn't seen me in probably 8 months. And that conversation resulted in Melissa coming in and being part of us.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that invite. Feel glad to be a part of the Gab.
Yes.
So exciting for me.
So now, Peter, please introduce the mind behind this amazing logo. Not only our CNJN CNJN logo, but also the Gab logo. An extraordinary person. Go ahead.
So let me
Take it away,
just,
Peter.
thank you for giving me, giving
Yes.
me this introduction. Tom McManaman and I have known Tom going back over 3 companies. The Bank of Princeton, Tom did all the work for that. The Chamber of Commerce, Tom did all the work for that. And I was thrilled that Tom agreed to work on CNJN. He is an unbelievably creative individual. He has been, to me, a partner from the very beginning. And thanks to him, you're going to see what the CNJN logo looks like and the background behind it. Tom, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show. We appreciate
Only regretting that I didn't wear red.
I know.
yes.
You didn't get the memo,
I'm in
Tom.
trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Blue for
Great to
boys.
see everybody, though.
Great to see you, Tom. We thank you for all your help with the show and the comments that you've made.
Sure. Yep. I'm
Really, that
a
conversation.
regular viewer.
All right.
So, Tom, take it away and tell us how you helped CNJN became real.
Well, I mean, on the heels of some of Peter's comments, I thought, wow, this is a tremendous opportunity for our community. The station is a really valuable resource, but it's not a resource to anyone unless we tell and show the committee. It's very much a show and tell case. So when we, over a number of meetings and discussions, came to the name CNJN, what was it about that kind of triggered me to go somewhere graphically with a mark? What we do as a station seems to always be fluid and moving. We're talking about motion information, motion pictures. You're talking about the sharing of information from one show to the next to the next. So I wanted the typography feel of the letters to have a flow to it. So it was a constant feeling of flow.
Tom, may I interject? We have actually the new logo. Would you like us to bring it up to the screen?
Yes, I'd love to, if you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Ain't she pretty?
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree with you, Tom.
Woo, woo.
Congratulations.
And with, in addition to my first remarks, so we sort of framed that lettering, the NJN portion of the lettering, with what feels like a TV monitor or a computer monitor,
Sure.
and a little notch that comes out of the edge. And that notch is kind of a nod to the fact that this is all about dialogue.
Logo up.
We're so in this realm of communications where we're all in social media. We're now participating in all of your shows, and it's about having a dialogue. So that little notch to the left of the words community television, we're all about that. Just an open forum to always have commentary. And then importantly, we had to make sure that it said we are community television. So people got a feel for, how is this relevant to me? And then more importantly, the tagline. The tagline was all about what we will deliver to the community, but also what we want you, the folks who want to produce the show and want to be a guest on a show, to do. So it's verbal. It isn't that we are engaging and informative and entertaining. It's that we want you to engage. We want you to find ways to inform people. And we want you to be entertaining and to create entertainment. So it allows us to talk on both sides of that fence as a production television show studio, but also as a resource for the tools and mechanisms to create work. So we're really proud of it. Just a couple of days ago, we published some advertising in the local papers that we created. And with the partnership working with Christian Amato at CMA, we have created some press stories. The press all over the state of New Jersey got announcements yesterday. Oh, they are Gabby showing the ad in US 1. And a beautiful website that was put together very, very quickly, I might add, and will continue to get populated with more and more exciting content about all the shows. And then we also have, and Peter hinted to this, there's a team of interns from Rider University that we're working with. And we're sort of helping them along to understand the process and how to create communications. And with the help of some of the folks at CMA, they're putting together an ongoing social media communications program to support your shows and to support what CNJN is all about. So I know that we have other topics on the agenda today, so I want it to be quick, but we're very, very proud to be helping. I've been on shows while it was Princeton Television. I will be on more shows as CNJN, and I'm thrilled to help Peter and the team and George. And thank you for having me in to show off our new name and logo.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Hey,
Tom.
Tom, great job. We look forward to seeing you on different shows throughout the network.
That's
Same here. I'm going to go get some chocolates now.
Okay,
Yes.
great. You're making us hungry. We're going to break into
Wait,
ours.
wait, Tom. Oh, that's what he's doing for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
We missed it.
he's still up.
Yes.
He's still on there.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are you
We
doing?
have 1 second.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
We're going out to a nice restaurant.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
Congrats,
Enjoy
congrats,
yourself.
Private time, yeah. Yep.
Have fun. Have fun.
Enjoy.
So
Happy
now-
Valentine's Day.
So now we are at the segment when you have heard about Peter, you have heard about the mission of the television, you have heard about the new name, but now we would like to invite the side of our producers that are broadcasting already at CNJN. So take it from here, Dr. Joan. Your first guest is
Carol Rickard. Is she here? Hi, Carol. How are you?
Hi,
I'm
Carol.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome. So your show is I Am Not Cancer, and it's your journey about cancer, having cancer, dealing with cancer. Can you tell us a little bit more about your show?
Yeah, I'd love to. The show is for really anybody whose life has been touched by cancer. Cancer came into my life when I was 14 years old, and I lost my dad. And at that time, I started stealing alcohol. At 27, I lost my mom to pancreatic cancer, and I used food as a way of dealing with it. And then in 2019, cancer came into my life again, and I was diagnosed. And so my background is 30 years as a clinician teaching stress and wellness skills. And I wanted to use all the tools and to share all this rich resources and really strategies with people that might find themselves, in positions that I once was.
Wow, that's awesome. Listen, I'm glad you're fighting and you're doing great and helping others along the way. Can you just tell us why you chose to broadcast your show at CNJN in the community, in this community?
Well, I've actually been a part of Princeton Television now, and I was a producer. I previously had a show called The Well You Show. And I had the chance to talk to George, and just really what I love about the TV station is it reaches into the community. It is a part of the community, and I haven't been known of any other TV stations that would actually do that. And so it really is just a pretty amazing resource. I call it a treasure of Mercer County.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing why you love to be a part of CNJN. And we hope your show does well, and good luck to you. Thank you for being a part of today's show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. Good luck.
We are going to bring our next producer, Eric Mintle. And oh my God, that Ghostbuster!
Anybody there? Hello?
Where's my vacuum?
Who are you going to call?
All right. Okay, now Eric Mintle is actually a pianist, jazz pianist, musician. He is Eric Mintle Quartet, and his mentor was Dave Brubeck, who was known for his cool jazz. You have actually performed front Bill Clinton at the White House, and after when the music stopped, late at night, you produced a series called Bucks County Paranormal Investigation. And you actually, through one of your videos, won the Princeton Tiger Award National Film Festival.
There it is.
20.
Congratulations.
Yeah, way to go.
Now that is
Good work.
an amazing compilation of art, creation. So my question to you is, Eric, how is the intricacy of producing a show such as, and why did you choose CNJN to broadcast your show?
Well, I mean, I can't say enough good things about the show and about the station. I mean, when I first got to the station, George was so like welcoming as far as like new ideas, and I was able to edit all my shows right there at the studio. And I love it because it's a lot of our fans and friends are from the New Jersey area, and I mean, get I don't know, I get recognized the same way you guys do, so it's really nice. It's like, oh, are you that jazz guy that also does paranormal? So it's a cool thing, and thankfully a lot of the people from my jazz world have followed me over into the paranormal world, and we're telling stories. It's the main thing is we've got so much great history in your area as well, and all throughout New Jersey and the Princeton area. And telling these stories has been so great. And George has been so open to a lot of the things that we're doing. I mean, even we're going out all over the country and telling stories. We were just out in Wisconsin investigating, not ghosts, not a UFO, not Bigfoot, but another like a werewolf type creature. And we actually encountered this creature, which was crazy. So we get a lot of we get a lot of people that are saying, hey, that they've seen our show, and we are constantly getting new fans and people viewing our videos, and it's just a beautiful situation. And I'm so glad that we have a station that is a forward-thinking station to be able to do this.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. We have actually a comment from our Tom, who is saying that, with all the musicians we have in the house at CNJN, we should put a little band together and play some music all together. So maybe you and Tom can get together and get that project rolling.
Count me in. I used to be a wedding singer.
Phyllis and I will sing.
There you
You'll
go.
be the singers. I used to be a wedding singer, and I live in Bucks County. So nice to meet you officially.
Perfect.
Before we let you go, Eric, if you have one word to give to a new producer out there of how they should join CNJN to broadcast here, what will be your word to them?
Join, and you will love it because you have a lot of freedom, and you can't really go anywhere and have this kind of freedom to produce the things that you want to do and that will get shown. So, be tasteful too.
Right. When is your show airing?
It's Saturday nights at 11 o'clock.
Saturday at 11 o'clock, go see the Bigfoot and the Bear of Bayonne. It's amazing.
The beast, yes, the beast of Bray Road.
Oh, thank you for the correction. Okay, we have one last comment on for you that is really cool. Love the paranormal from April. Thank you, April, for participating and engaging with us. Thank you so much, Eric. I wish to see you very shortly soon at the studio and live.
Bye, Eric.
Bye, Eric. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Look forward to watching.
And now I'm going to pass it on to Melissa.
Great. We have Dr. Jeanette Wolf, if she's on the line there.
I'm here.
Hi, welcome to the show. How are you? We're so glad to have you. We know that you have 30 years of teaching kids and adults that they can develop and have greater knowledge of the inner world. You have nationally done podcasts and broadcasts and have such a depth of information and such a great communication style. You are, from what I understand, a newly launched show with the station. So tell us about why you chose the station and what we have in store when we're watching.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me be part of this launch. I'm so excited. It's been amazing getting to know everyone. The reason I chose CNJN is because of the people, because of the community. And so much of the last 40 years of my life has been about building community and looking at socioeconomic patterns of why people do what they do with each other and within certain spaces. And so to have met Gabby 2 years ago now, I think, and Gabby introduced me to George, and I sort of had experimented a little bit with the station even 5 years ago, but I've been globetrotting. So I'm excited to be back.
Heard about that. Great.
Yes, in the neighborhood. And I think the key with all of this is really coming together in ways that we haven't before, and realizing that language is so much more than an arbitrary description of what's happening to us. A huge part of what we explore with ClearSpeak is directly connected to the work that I've done with communities, with art and with design, with real estate, with health. I'm also a naturopathic doctor. I work at C-suite levels, corporate, team building, and also government in uncovering the rhetoric of how we go on rote in plain sight. So many of my clients, it doesn't matter if it's an individual or a group or a government, or even standing in line at the post office early this morning, I hear constantly, how did we end up here? Why is the world the way that it is? And having had forecasting as really the bulk of my work for the last 4 decades, it's really not that complicated to forecast when you notice the patterns that are in plain sight. And it's exciting to be here.
We're excited to have you. ClearSpeak sounds amazing. So tell me what a typical viewer would get out of watching your show. Tell us some insight that we really are dying to know about.
Well, so we're going to give anecdotal interviews. The first one, I'm very excited. My son and I finished up while I was overseas, and that gives a little bit of a background of why the two of us have come together to share this. And then we'll be giving examples with real life situations, clients, folks that we're just coming to meet in both, as I said before, health oriented pieces. Even paranormal, because I've been working with different cities looking at the dynamic of why certain spaces are not saleable and why humans don't want to inhabit them now. And it goes back to, again, we paint our space with language and emotion is contagious. So everything from branding, marketing, Tom and I did a really remarkable interview with my son. So we'll have different flavors for everybody because language colors every aspect of our internal and external experience. So different words, different worlds.
I love that you're doing the collaboration with your son. That is so much even more meaningful than anything that I've heard today, but we're so excited to have you on. Tell the viewers where they can tune in to see your show.
Oh, you know what? We haven't established that yet. We're setting the time here with CNJN, and then we'll have little snippets of it as well on our website, www.planetapothecary.shop.
That's great. We look forward to those announcements. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, Janine.
Thank you.
Jeanette.
Thank you, Jeanette. Dr.
Thank you,
Jeanette, we
Jeanette.
appreciate
How
you.
she's going to celebrate Valentine's?
Dr. Jeanette Wolf, how are you going to celebrate Valentine's Day? We'd love to hear.
So many nuances. It's kind of Valentine's Day in my house all the time.
No, I
I'm a firm believer. Chocolate is a vital part of our daily diet. It has magnesium, which is the relaxing mineral. So, if you're a little stressed, have some chocolate. I'm going to have some time with my son and his girlfriend. I'm going to have some time with my special partner. And then also all of the individuals that really support me in such remarkable ways, so quietly, regularly. We'll have little gatherings with each one. So thank you all with all of my heart.
Beautiful. Happy Valentine's Day.
Enjoy.
Enjoy everything.
Enjoy.
Chocolate.
So you have anything else you want to say, Peter?
I think you guys have covered the Valentine's Day side pretty well. No, I just, you've heard from a couple of individuals who produce the show. You've heard that, we really go out of our way to make this a friendly, convenient way for you to get a message out, for you to get your show out. And there's a lot of talented individuals out there in our region who I think would find a great opportunity to work with CNJN and to work with ladies like yourself. And you put this show together. You've done over a period of a couple of months, some starts and stops, but it's your show. And our goal is to help you make this show better. We're not trying to tell you what to do. We're trying to help you support what to do. And you can never tell Gabby, Melissa, or Joan what to do. I've learned the hard way.
No, exactly.
I've learned the hard way.
I think you've learned your lesson, Peter.
I have.
So I think it's really great that we can all together highlight all of the other great shows that are coming on and that people are producing. So I'm really proud to be a part of the show today and have some great, things coming up in the
and just
future
to
for
jump
the
in, we've
station.
got a number of shows coming in. We have a show called Money Thought that's coming on in about 2 or 3 weeks, which will be an educational show about all the things that go into finances, both banking, investing, real estate, all the things that people aren't sure to ask the questions about. We hope we'll have one on nonprofits coming in very soon, which I think is a key part of, Melissa, you've been involved in Gabby in nonprofits, and Joan, you too. Nonprofits are a key lifeline to our economy in Mercer County, and we want to make sure we highlight that over and over again. Health Trends, a law firm group, educational site on tax accounting, things that we really think will make sense to the region. And then that plus the people you've heard and the shows they're doing.
So Peter, I have a question for you. You talked about the board and volunteers, and this station has so many volunteers that bring such great information to the station. Tell us a little bit more about people that are involved in the board that we can highlight that volunteer their time to make this show what it is, in addition to the producers.
Yeah, it really has been, and we've had a little bit of change in our board. We made a decision about a year ago to become more diverse in our board, to become more focused on both the individuals and the business community in this region, and on the not-for-profit side. The board is really there to reflect the region we market to. And we're going to continue to do that. We have some opportunities for our members to apply to be on a board. We have member seats on the board. So it's really a board that is out there designing what we do and helping us get there. You mentioned volunteers. We could not survive without volunteers. No, end of game if we don't have volunteers.
Right.
And the people who dedicate their time, you three, others, George, I can't thank you all enough. Tom McManaman, Kristen Amato, Deb Frazier.
I saw Deb Frazier in the house, so I was really excited to see that she's a part of that.
Working with me on the Money Thoughts. She and I will co-host that.
Perfect fit for her. That's wonderful.
Phenomenal lady, investment.
So glad she's here today in the studio.
There
she is. It's so good to see you. What a nice surprise.
Sure,
yeah, come on in. So great to see you, Deborah Frazier. Money Talk. You're the right lady to be able to do that show.
I'm going to let Deb sit down.
Wait, Peter,
be careful. Be careful.
So, Deborah, tell us about that show. What is it called? Money.
I'm going to let Deb put this on herself.
This is live, guys. This is what it looks like.
That's right.
Tell us about your show, Deb.
So tell us about the show. So excited that you're on the board and you're here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me in, and I'm so very good.
You're very welcome.
Good to meet you.
So we're still putting Money Thoughts together. Peter and I are going to co-host.
Great.
And you may recall that I did a show for 4 years here, Managing Your Wealth, which was a great success. And we, the goal is to educate people about finance, about money, explaining things. It's an educational program. So if you don't have much experience with the stock market, we'll talk about the stock market, explain the difference between stocks and bonds and how people invest. We'll discuss things like educational ways to save for your children's college education. We'll talk about charitable giving. We'll talk about life insurance, banking, just all the things that you hear about every day, relevant topics, economic topics that are related to finance.
Ooh.
So, which I love. I love talking about
all about money. All about money.
Right in your
So
wheelhouse.
that's so
And
great.
I have a great co-host with Peter
Yes.
Crowley, and Peter is the one who's brainstorming all of this. And
Awesome.
it's so exciting to see Peter. He said a month after he retired, he realized he couldn't stay. And I said, it took him a month. We all knew.
Yes.
We all knew.
It wouldn't be
Oh,
so,
well,
I don't know.
here.
Maybe he regrets it now. No,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about money. What is it all about? Money? Money
It's
talk.
Money Thoughts.
Money thoughts.
Money
thoughts.
thoughts.
We're looking forward to
Think
Money
about your
Thoughts.
money. We're so excited. This show was great and awesome. Thanks to all the guests that came on and talked about CNJN. Our co-host Gabby, co-host Melissa, co-host Joan is here, and we had an awesome time today. Remember, Black History Month is 365 a year. And remember to take care of your heart health. And remember to love yourself and love someone else. We thank you for watching. And this is The Gab.
Woo! Thank you for tuning in.
See you in 2 weeks.